about, let's say, something, saying, where did he go? If we're saying, oh, to the playground. So, to the playground is the phrase. All right. So you don't want to say
Yeah.
he went to the playground. So that, yeah,
Short meaning.
short. So short and succinct. So short and to the point. Short and to the point. All right. So it is not
Yeah.
a complete sentence.
Yeah.
It's not a complete sentence, but it's it's a word combination which gives meaning, all right, which has some meaning. So this is how you learn the
Yeah.
language. So it's not always about saying full sentences. Sometimes it's also saying short things which are meaningful and impactful. Okay. So yep, I cannot stress
Okay.
enough
Right.
how important phrases are. Okay, phrases are very very important for learning English. Phrases, you must know them. So your phrases and idioms,
Okay.
both of
Okay.
them are very much needed if you want to improve your overall conversational English.
Idiom.
Idioms.
Idiom means I.
Idiom means like they're
Yeah.
like the same, almost the same. So like the same as that idioms. Alright, so idioms. I'll just show you
Okay.
idioms. So this one you could say regional words or dialects. Alright, idioms. Example,
Okay.
so let me search for you idioms meaning. Okay, let me share this tab with you. Alright, what's an idiom?
Okay.
Can you see this page? Can you see it? This page? Idioms. Okay. So example, if I say
Okay.
like they're same like phrases, but their meaning is a bit you could say it's a bit hidden. It's not exactly what's seen there. All right. So what are idioms? A group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those
Yeah.
of the individual words. All right. So if I say
Okay.
example, so to
Over
understand,
the room. Over
yep,
the moon.
over the moon means you're very happy. Okay, over the moon.
Okay.
Or so if you kind of dissect them into their own individual words, in that case, it won't make any sense. Example, over means when you cross or when you finish something. All right, and moon is the
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's the Earth's natural, like you could say satellite. All right, but
Yeah.
when you use them together, that's when idioms are formed. All right. So in this case, when we
Yeah.
say over the moon, we mean that let's say I'm over the moon, which means I'm very happy. Okay, this expression, over the
Yeah.
moon. All right.
Right.
Over the moon means very happy. Okay. So this is an example of an idiom.
Yeah.
All right. Or if I say example,
Okay.
let's say if I say light at the end of the tunnel. So if I put this means that some hope after. All right. So example, this idiom. All right, or like this phrase, light at the end of the tunnel, which means that even after all the bad things have happened, it seems like finally there is some hope after all the bad things have happened. All right. Or
Okay.
this expression, see the light, which means that like you were saying that see the light means it's an expression of, you could say, saying something positive. All right.
Okay.
So positive, see the light, positive.
Positive.
All right. So this is what we call idioms. Okay. So if you
Yeah.
kind of break them down into individual words, they make no sense. All right, like that thing, because see means to look, light is like you could say the light that you have, our electricity. But when
Yeah.
you use them together, they form some meaning. All right. So these are what we call idioms.
Okay.
Okay. So example, if I
Okay.
put
Understood.
idioms and phrases. Okay. Okay, like I'll show you this. This might be more interesting, I think. All right. Okay. So can you see this? I think you can, right?
Yeah, I see this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So idioms are an expression or way of speaking that is used in the common vocabulary. Okay. For example, like this is just an example. All right. If you say smell a rat, all right. So
Yeah.
when we say smell a rat, I don't mean that I don't mean that you have to smell the rat. Okay, you don't literally
Okay.
mean that you're smelling a rat. Okay, this idiom, smell a rat,
Yeah.
this idiom, right? This smell a rat is an idiom that
Yeah.
means to sense
Yeah.
that someone has caused something wrong. All right. So
Yeah.
words, these words, they look different, but they have a different meaning. All right. Okay.
Right.
So yep, in this case, when I say smell a rat, I don't mean to smell a rat, like not smelling a rat. That's not what I mean. All right. So when I mean smell a
Yeah.
rat means something bad has happened. Something bad has happened. Okay. So in this case, that's an idiom. So in English, people like who know the language pretty well, they use idioms and phrases in their everyday, you can say, conversations. All right, because they know how to play with words. So when I say smell a rat, I mean something has gone wrong. Okay,
Yes.
it does not mean that I have to. All right. So yep. So this idiom does not mean that you have to smell a rat. Okay. So you don't have to smell a rat. You just have to. You have to. You're saying that something has gone wrong, like something bad has happened. All right. So this is an example of an
Yes.
idiom. So the word is quite deceptive. It looks like when you say not smell a rat, it looks like as if you're smelling a rat, but it's actually a different meaning. Okay. So the meaning is different from what's written. All right.
Yes.
So these are idioms. And let's see what else here. Let's if you talk about the images, let me just pull up here. Let's see on images, right? Example, if we say the best of both worlds. Okay, example, the best of both worlds. The best of both worlds. This means it is a win-win situation. Okay, so this idiom, all right, the
Yeah.
best of both worlds. It means a win-win situation. So you win on both sides. Understood? So these are what we call idioms. Okay, so
Yes.
idioms and phrases. So if you want to become good, or if you want to become like really great in English language, you'll have to learn idioms and phrases and improve on that. All right. So I would
Okay.
encourage you to learn new phrases every day, like maybe around 5 to 10 phrases if possible. So please click on
Okay.
those links that I sent you and go through some of those words.
Okay.
All right. Uh, by the time you know about 100 phrases or idioms, I think that's more than enough to have an everyday conversation. Okay. Uh, like you
Okay.
don't need to know many words. You like if you probably know around 1,000 to 2,000 words. That's probably more than enough to have a conversation or a talk like for your everyday basic conversations. That's more than enough. All right. And if you want to be fluent, like really good, then you have to know at least around 10,000 words. Okay. Like if you want to be fluent, like really fluent, know about 10,000 words. Okay. Around this thing.
Okay.
So yeah, it takes time, but you'll get there. But just for everyday, just for everyday conversations, I'd say two to let's say 2 to 3